Como.
Alright,
Cool.
so we got one of them wired up, but we got this mess back here we have to deal with, so we're just going to go ahead and try to give you a better angle, because this is garbage angle. We got this put in there.
Okay.
But we realized when we were pulling this apart, this is all welded together, soldered together, I don't know why, but we cut it off, and so we're going to kind of figure all this out.
Oh, okay.
So, this, we figured out that it was, what, green goes to the orange and blue, and like that?
Yes, I believe that was it.
Alright, that's what the wiring schematic says, so, and this looks like it's a good connection, so that's good. And since there's no power to the truck, it doesn't really matter that this is connected like this, so while we do that, I'm going to go grab this wire splitter. And then he's got some, what are they, butt connectors?
Yeah, just go down to your local hardware store, pick up some of these guys. They're just little blue connectors. So blue because the wires are, what, 14 to 16 gauge. And so these are 14 to 16 gauge connectors. And that's what you want to use if...
Oh yeah, they're 14 gauge, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're 14?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure what size wires all these were, so I just got the basic. That was the most violent opening of that container I've ever seen.
Just kidding. Stupid. Alright.
So when you strip a wire, what do you want to do after you strip a wire, Skylar?
Oh, you want to twist the wires together so that way they don't get a bunch of strands.
Okay.
They're just hanging out willy-nilly, enjoying their life.
And then you're just shoving that guy in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically you shove it in there and then you have to take a pair of pliers and crimp it together, and we're going to do that after this, so.
Okay.
Strip more of this out. There's not too much wire. I wish they would have cut it lower down, but they didn't, because whoever did this before doesn't know how to do wiring, I assume. I mean, they used, wire nuts in a truck going 60 miles an hour down a road. Does that make sense? Because this is a house, I mean.
Yeah, because you can do that kind of thing, Because
I guess it's an RV. I don't know. Maybe they came from RV.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they came from RV life.
Mm-hmm.
Little van builder
van life. Hashtag van life. Yeah, something.
Should be okay.
Pushing this in.
Wait. Are you using the cutter side of things? No. You use this piece.
Oh, well.
That's what you're supposed to use.
It's in there anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna pull out?
Nope. Give it a nice pull. Make sure, is it still recording? Give it a nice pull. If it pulls out when you do this, you gotta do it again, but I mean, I'm giving some pretty steady pressure. It's not going anywhere.
Okay.
So,
cool.
I did it twice. You can do it another time if you feel like it, but 2 good crimps and it should be good.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
And remember, guys, you want to use shrink tubing if you can. We don't have any, so we are not. Now, obviously, later on, when I really want to make this truck look really, really good, I'll be using shrink tubing and harness covers and all that fun stuff. Make it look a little bit better, but this is so I can get down the road. Oh, see, look at that.
That's how you don't do it.
Yep, so he tried it, pulled on it, came apart, gotta redo it again.
That's why you pull it, though.
Yeah.
You don't want it pulling down the road when you're driving at 60 or, I guess when Tyler's driving, maybe going a $180 in this thing. Hammered down to the floor. That's why it's all bent right there and broken.
Oh, yeah.
He's just been pushing it so hard.
Foot to the floor, man.
Heck yeah.
Might as well with these
Hammer
old trucks.
down!
Breaker 19. About to plow into some bears on the road.
So I'm gonna go ahead and crimp this thing a couple times, make sure it ain't gonna go nowhere.
You can crimp pretty hard.
It ain't gonna go nowhere. I might re-crimp this one just in case.
Yeah, that might be a decent idea.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, yep, so that's done.
Okay, so you got that there?
Yep.
Alright.
And this one seems like it's all still good and in place, so we don't have to re-crimp all that.
Okay. Let me make sure that those are the right wires. 5 should be going to 82. What's 5? 5 is the orange with a blue stripe going to the green wire.
Okay, so green doesn't go to green in this case. Alright, well, if that's what they say.
That's what it's showing.
All right,
Because 5 goes to 282, which is orange with the blue stripe going to the green wire.
Alright, you know what? Don't question Ford. They made it simple. I mean, because that makes sense. You know, color coding always, you know, that's how it's supposed to work. Who knows? I guess in the 60s, they didn't make sense.
No, they really didn't.
They were probably too busy on drugs. That's why they couldn't figure it out. They're like, that looks green to me, man. Who knows? Alright, so we got to take the rest. Basically, have to do the same thing we did on this. Pull all these old connectors out and put the new ones in. So we're going to do that real quick.
Alright, y'all. That little tab, this little guy is going to be sticking out there. I can't tell if they can see this. So that little tab right there is going to be bending out. Kind of like that on the inside of that thing. So you just reach in there with a screwdriver. And instead of the way we were doing it, just push it in on itself till it's like that, and you kind of yank on the back of the wire while doing this, and it will just pop right on out of there. So that's how you do that one. But we did not figure that out very quickly. Just saying. So yeah, right.
All right, so we weren't recording, but I marked all these where they're supposed to go, and I'm pushing the pins in now. These two are set. I have a screwdriver because when you push through the steering column, it gets unset and you have to redo it. So these I have to push back through.
So those little tabs you got to bend back out.
Yeah, so the tabs Tyler was just talking about getting out was a pain to get them back into. And I highly recommend when you do this that you line it up so that you can get it, you can pop it back open whenever you know, set it in here. And it looks like it's not in a little ways, so yeah. So take the screwdriver, pull it up a little more.
And you want to do this that way when you push them in, it doesn't push them out.
Yeah. So we just finished putting this in. You probably didn't even see it because I had the wrong camera angle, but essentially what I did was push these through and use a screwdriver to make sure every one of these pins set. You can see the pin right there in the, yeah. So this pin connects up there, right there, and we're gonna do that now and then try to figure out this big mess of wires that's going on here. Hopefully we can figure it out, but I guess we're gonna find out. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so we found a mystery red wire.
Right into the harness again?
No, it just goes right into the harness. We're not really sure where it goes to. On the diagram it says it goes to the ignition, but...
Ignition is plugged in.
Yeah, so maybe it got replaced? Are you able to just take it all the way out?
No.
Oh, is that it right there? What is this?
No, that's something else. Don't pull that one out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, this is on that wire nut.
Oh yeah, the one I pulled out?
This guy, that guy, and I think it was this guy connected together.
Really?
I think so is what it was.
So maybe it's just all...
Something for the brake lights, I
So
think.
it must all be a ground then.
Well, that's a power wire, isn't it? Red. Well, I have my multimeter. We could test it for power. Well, I could connect the battery.
Alright, so Tyler's gonna go connect the power real quick. And I'm just gonna make sure no sparks happen. We found a mystery red wire right there. We think it's a ground, but...
It's not touching anything, right?
No. Whenever you connect the power, just anything, make sure there's no wires touching anywhere. So everything's out of the way, nothing's gonna touch metal, so we're gonna go and see what happens. Battery on?
Battery's on.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Nothing.
We got backup lights, so that's working because it's in reverse right now, right?
Yeah.
Take it out of gear.
Well, here. What happens if I push the brake signal?
Yeah, they jerry-rigged those wires. We got no power in the back.
Okay.
Other than those reverse lights. Keep
It's
the
just-
key on real quick.
It's just weird that we're not getting anything. Like, none of this is working.
None of it is? Horn or anything?
No. Lights work?
Do they?
Lights work.
So volts DC is always going to be the straight line with dotted line.
Okay, got it.
Nice
I mean,
and steady.
it's getting power. That's definitely a power wire.
Okay.
I mean, it's always got power, so... Oh, I think... No, the lights aren't on, so...
No.
So this connects... So this connects to something then, which doesn't help us at all.
I'm going to disconnect battery.
Okay.
It looks
I
like
mean-
some farmer just jerry-rigged it to get it going for the week.
Yeah. I mean, dude.
It's bad, isn't it? Oh, God.
This is interesting.
What?
See? What's this?
Oh! You know what that is?
What? For trailer?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that was probably the hookup for either this guy or the trailer hookup in the back to give it power or something.
Interesting.
Because that's what you would use in a trailer hookup.
Yeah.
So short-circuit itself to itself.
Is that how you do that?
I don't know. You shouldn't be doing it that way.
Yeah, because...
You should just be tapping into wires in the back and that's
yeah,
it.
because this doesn't work with turn signals.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want both the turn signals to come on at the same time.
Right?
So that's interesting how they did that. So we'll disconnect that. So we didn't end up finishing the truck video, turn signal video today. So
Yeah, not today. We ran into some problems with the wiring, and we kind of wanted to get the truck back home before we couldn't.
yeah. The sun's starting to go down here, so
Yeah, we gotta get going, but we'll be doing a part 2 on it.
Yeah.
And so hopefully next week we should be getting the part 2 out on that.
this how to replace it. But we got a lot of wiring issues we got to fix. So next week will be us fixing all those wiring issues. So
Oh man, it's
look
gonna be a full day.
yeah, look forward to how to rewire a truck, because
Oh,
That's what
this
we're
is
gonna
gonna be fun.
yeah.
We gotta trace the wires all the way to the tail lights, back up into the cab, and figure out what that dang power wire was for.
Yeah.
That red wire, we
Yeah.
are lost on that, so we
Yeah.
gotta figure that out. By the way, if anybody's got any comments or knowledges on this, just shoot us a message. We'd be more than happy to reply to you.
Drop in the comments below. Help us
Yeah,
out.
yeah, we're still learning on this stuff. We don't know
Yeah.
exactly what we're doing, but
Yeah.
we're trying, man.
Yeah,
we're
just
trying.
The older trucks, especially ones that have rat's nest for wiring, is just
Oh
beats
man!
us. So if you guys have any helpful information, go ahead and drop it down.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so that you know when we make some new videos and come out with some new stuff.
Yep, and smash that like button.
Hell yeah, smash that like button. All right, y'all, deuces.
Peace.